here we are, hopefully, the last episode of Ni No Kuni. I'm optimistic, but also very, very skeptical that this will ever end. Remember wanting to check out up top. Make sure I'm not missing the last minute cool items. Yeah. Don't know how long this dungeon is. Don't know how underpowered / overpowered I will be for the boss. At this point, probably unless I get a fight with those creatures that allow me to like level up super quick, then it's probably just not in the cards. And by not in the cards, I mean probably not leveling up a lot. Of course, who knows, this dungeon could be endless, and then in which case there might be more than enough opportunities. I don't expect to probably use familiars much, if at all, in the final fight.
To battle then.
And that's just how boss fights are done. Is be smart, use magic, dodge. And then, use items if needed. And especially in the final fight, then hopefully not too much of a concern there. The thing that can always be tricky with final fights is how many forms there are, A, and B, does this game have any attacks that are basically like, you're gonna die if you don't block. Right, because that's the worry if
To battle then.
is she gonna have a move where it's just like block, or it's 999 damage to everything. In which case, no item can really save you. Way to not heal me. Where do we think this path goes? Same? Different? They all connect? A weird dead end? Oh, I gotcha. Let's see what you did there. Who uses a lance? Okay. That's my only lance. Your claws, shield, your sword. Most swords, hammers. This, but as I've established, don't plan on using them. He was there for side quest. A freaking stone statue got up to me.
You have no choice but to fight.
We did it!
Okay. So, 10 minutes in and we're back to where we started the video. But our map is more filled out, and everyone knows that's the most important thing. So, touch the wall. One of these will come to life. Well, or maybe not.
Come, honor the Savior. Your colors to the
Are we saying this is mid-boss? Mid-boss of the dungeon? So let's obviously start off. $341. 328, so that's preferable to the darkness spell. I mean, hey Esther, like, heal yourself. Yeah, or, you know. Yeah, that was just bad timing. But I dodged. Here's the thing that's definitely worrisome. Is I don't have. I mean, cappuccinos. I guess I have close to 40. But in terms of like MP stuff, a little down in the dumps. So I need my friends here to. Come on. I really wish that filled up magic. That would be mucho helpo. kind of just letting him get worked a little bit. I know that I've played enough RPGs that, like, basically casting the equivalent of Ultima and not paying attention to his weaknesses, but yeah. Took my time to heal a character. Which left me susceptible. Getting hit. He's like weak enough that I'm like, do I want to use another item? Actually, I can just outrun this.
A famous victory!
No second form? I was really hoping to push us to 60. It's like, pick up the wand, man. I'm just kicking around on the floor. Go back to save. Not that it clearly filled up our health and magic because we gained a level, but ain't no one want to watch cutscenes twice. So, presumably you gotta equip it. Okay. Magic attack goes up 12. I think normal attack, don't really care about. Thought for sure one of those would still come to life. Show you the power of Astra. Ooh, new robots.
Come on!
Master got worked.
Nino!
Like, I knew that it wouldn't just be one that comes alive. It's a long hallway for that.
Under attack! Here goes!
Ooh, you did even worse this time, Master.
We did it!
Ooh, once again, the two-door tango. Which direction is that owl gonna go?
Here we go! Here goes! We won!
It's fast monkey.
We're under attack! Here goes!
Yeah, the one creature that really doesn't need it.
Justice has been done.
Man, we got some Fast little critters.
We have no choice but to fight.
Here goes! We won!
The thing's hiding in the damn shadows.
Here we go!
I really am quite bummed that I haven't come across that creature that just gives a crap ton of XP.
Justice has been done.
At least like one more time. Switch my characters into the 60s.
Come on, you guys! Here goes!
What?
I'll give it my all!
How did that happen? A death spell?
Justice has been done.
A ring, you say? Plus 15, 14. Okay. I mean, the creature I see the most promise in giving it to. Be my bone brigadier. Well, he knew to fly around me.
Come on, you guys!
Doubling it up. Dead.
Neo!
Oh, Oliver's close. Listen, I knew it was a dead end. That's the whole point.
To battle then.
Here goes!
Yeah, I mean, I was watching his health dwindle.
Leave it to me!
Just
This should be level 60 for Oliver. Nope. Hair under.
Come on, you guys! Here goes!
Just kill him! Shot in the back. Calling card of my team. So, buttons. our best hope is essentially to get Esther to level 60, and then we're probably at our level cap, unless we manage to find the creatures that do like 5 levels. Nope. At some point, you can't really like pull your character out fast enough if they're, come on. This is, I mean, listen, problem number 110 of this game is just like, I don't need to sit through every time to use a spell. I'm probably gonna die. Especially if you don't want to hit. Oh no, don't take my money in a place that I can't spend it. Oh, really? Okay. For some reason, I would have thought it just kind of drops you outside that battle. Continuing from the save point isn't really continuing, it's just loading your save. But I get it. I get to keep my levels and my items and all of that stuff.
We have no choice but to fight.
Here goes! Nice work!
I know I'm not helping my cause of trying to beat the game quickly when I'm getting in all these fights and trying to fill out a map in a final dungeon, but it's also one of those things where I'm just like, at the end, probably shouldn't be too like sprinting forward.
We did it!
But at the same time, like, these regular battles are, I mean, granted I'm mashing the attack button and not giving it much thought, they're still killing party members, so it doesn't tell me that I'm that overleveled. Oh.
Stay calm now!
Half the time I'm apparently just getting worked here.
Nino!
I see. Okay. So then I'm like, I'm going in the opposite direction. And it turns out I was not. Surprise!
We can do this! Here goes!
Roland is a much better attack than Cutlass. Or never mind, it's Doki.
Stay calm now!
Either I'm just having terrible luck, or literally that guy that gives you all the experience is just not in this area.
Our bravery is justly rewarded.
Was hoping he would, or not towards me, but whatever.
Stay calm now! Here goes!
Not taking any more prisoners. It's the end of the GD game at this point. I'm not running with this party then. Don't really think there is a group. Tonic. Worth it. Whoa. Saw you peek. Saw you peek.
To battle then.
I would expect that this teleporter takes me to another safe spot, and then it's a final battle. That is what I'm hoping for. Now that we have explored this entire map, gone down every circular route,
We won!
bottom left. Yep. And so hopefully, if I'm right,
We can do this! Here goes!
this is like the last random battle. Won't get anyone to level up. Man, a lot of misses. Oh my god. Alright. Fight these paladin robots now.
We have no choice but to fight.
Here goes!
I don't know why all-out attack would mean putting the rock guy in who does 1 damage. As long as Esther doesn't die. I was like, freaking hit him once and he's dead.
We did it!
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Stay calm now! Here goes!
Thing is, I just don't know with this game. I don't want to be confident enough to just burn all my spells thinking, surely I'm close to the end. Still got a whole nother goddamn floor to trek for all these teleporters.
Our bravery is justly rewarded.
I mean, it's looking more like it that at least Markinen, whatever you want to call him, Marquesin, probably hit 60 before the boss. Assuming get in like one more fight.
And so, to battle.
Here goes!
Are you the only thing left? Okay.
We did it!
Let's do our shimmy. Find our dead end. Maybe there's a treasure chest we shoot. Maybe there's not. Will say I definitely thought I'd be fighting the boss by now. Literally a dead end. Because why not? Can you, like, turn away? No? Okay.
Stay calm now! Here goes!
too slow at healing me.
It's my turn. We did it!
Oh boy.
Watch this!
Never gonna get through this dungeon, am I?
We did it!
Honestly thought it was an NPC because it was just standing there for so long.
To battle then.
Here goes! Esther, I'll give it my all.
I don't know why I can't switch to the character you already had out, but that's fine.
Somebody's here.
Justice has been done!
The Sorcerer's Soul. That's a wand.
To battle then.
Oh, I'm just so sick of seeing these fucking mini cutscenes. Every move that happens in the game. Really, like, it wasn't cool when I first saw it, and it doesn't get cooler now. But I need to, like, watch this magic. You can't attack right now because a bad guy's doing something. Just kill it before I have to sit through this shit. Come on. You have to re-queue up what you were doing. I was attacking. Did you forget? Good. Put us to sleep. This game is, I mean, most RPGs are not in favor of the player's time, but this game kind of takes the cake. It's just like you're in a regular average battle. Don't you want to see an owl cast sleep on you?
Stay calm now. Here goes. Nero! We're under attack! Here
I'm sure Prince's Blessing sucks. I'm sure it's like full health in the game. Good. Please let me see Healing Rain, and when I fight the owl, I want to see Rock-a-Baby again. I don't know why the game didn't lead into it. Every move should have a cinematic. Thing is, I would outrun them, but then I'll just be attacked in the back. So even if I wanted to skip,
Here goes. Nice spot. Here we go. Here goes.
oh boy. It's a funny joke now to me. How long are you gonna be confused for, bud? What game you think?
Faster. I'll give it my. Here goes. Easy.
I don't think I've ever seen him send out Thumbo. Oh, okay. Just try and run past this guy when he stops. We did it. We've made it to a safe spot, presumably before a final battle. Didn't think it was going to happen. I really thought that that dungeon was going to be the entire game. Another 40 hours.
Jeepers.
You are late, Oliver.
So you're.
Behold the overseers of the world's fate. The Zodiacs. So you shared a soul with the Dark Jinn. Know then that this world made him what he was. His despair was born of its rank imperfection. I gave him the chance to bring this world to an end. He failed. But I shall not. And yet you would have us believe that this is a world worth saving. I should very much like to hear you argue that case. Come, Tell us what the world is worth.
Come, boy. Let us hear what you have to say.
Oh, this has just turned into Phoenix, right? Sorry.
Oliver! It's okay, Pete. It's all gonna be okay. This world is full of people doing their best to live their lives. It's their world, and I won't let you destroy it.
Those are bold words for a brat like you to utter.
This is the child the prophecies speak of. The Gary have a betray us for once.
We are the council. Our decisions determine the fate of the world.
You're wrong. You're alone, Cassiopeia. You always have been.
They're gone.
Are you alright?
What just happened?
It was something Gallus said. He said she was locked inside her own world.
You mean to say that entire council was a figment of her imagination?
Her magic was so strong, it turned her thoughts into reality.
Wait, hold on a second. Then what made the White Witch disappear? Was she an illusion too?
No, the White Witch is real. And she's in there.
Mm. Okay. Let's do this thing. What do you say? You say no and teleport out of the dungeon and start all over again?
Radiance's inner sanctum. Did you not hear me? Be gone from here.
Apis. That is enough, as you have no doubt deduced. Apis was but another phantom created by my memory. Yes, another illusion. How long has it been, P? How long since?
Cassiopeia! Why? Why do you have to destroy the world?
Because it is imperfect. Imperfect like the human heart. Long ago, my own was consumed by the blackest despair. But then I discovered something on the furthest shores of solitude.
Please, let's get a flashback to find it out.
Strength enough to remake the world.
But you didn't have to flipping go and use it, did you?
He's right. You're not the only person in the world.
The world might not be exactly how you want it, but that's no reason to just get rid of everyone. You can't do that. It's wrong.
It's wrong! It's wrong!
The world is mine to remake as I see fit, and none shall defy my will. Weak-hearted humans, I condemn you to suffer forever.
All right, here we go.
The savior of this doomed world must die.
Kind of wanna. Pillars of Darkness. Okay. I'm crazy there. Star Destroyer does some good damage. Oh. Nope, 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 nope. No, 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 no. You will not see the light of day. What do we got? What's your next attack? Swooping. I mean... Yeah. Oh, use. Okay, yeah, that's a big one. No, that's probably game. Yeah.
I shall not fail you.
I'll do my best.
I mean, Falling Star is the big one. And it's not a long wind-up either, so... There's also no way this isn't a multi-tiered fight. Okay. Even with blocking, that's just waiting for to use it again. There it is. Can you not block it? Oliver might not survive, but the other two should. Oh, you actually blocked it. Not that one. I think there's no way that's the final fight.
Just as the prophecy foretold. Very well.
Yeah.
Where's this then?
Oliver, look!
Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. She's changing.
Cassiopeia, you can't destroy the world. I won't let you.
Well, let me take care of that low battery before the game kills me. So, 2 seconds. Okay, so this is probably final form. And, yeah. Wrathful Rush. Run in a straight line, nothing crazy.
Roger.
Not doing a lot of damage. Death drop. Alright. Jumping. Nope. God damn it. Stupid things. Just gonna assume. Assume bad things, but we'll see. So far, nothing. Annihilator. Gotta worry about. Good block on Death Drop, boys. You know one's got to be coming. Oh, we're all gonna heal Marcus. Just do Annihilator again. Oh. Too soon. Alright. Where is... That's... Yes, sure. Do that. The one that's like... not magic for everybody, huh? Oof. Bad on the... would like that, please. In. I'm not gonna say anything too early. This could have a third form, and be casting Annihilator. You coward. I think there's 100 for everybody. Keep us all healthy. Okay. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Alright, this could essentially kill it. Fireball to its face. Level 1 spell.
A famous victory!
I was like, don't gain levels. Okay.
No! Why? This world is imperfect. It must be destroyed so that a new one may begin.
No! You can't just tear it up and start over. It may not be perfect, but nothing is. So you make the best of what you've got. When things go wrong, you have to try and make them right. And you have to keep on trying, no matter how hard it gets. That's what life is all about.
Life?
Even when you're all alone, you can't give up. Sooner or later, someone's sure to come along. I met P, didn't I? And she... well, she's a part of you.
And I met Oliver. Oliver, you're my friend.
Now the time to have that conversation.
Life's never perfect.
Friendship.
It's always changing. Meetings, farewells, happy times, sad times. You take things as they come, and you keep on going. That's just how it is.
You're so kind, Oliver. But Oliver, don't be angry with Cassiopeia. She was so sad. She didn't know what to do. That's why I was born. But now you've made her better, and that means I don't have to look after her anymore.
Made her better by punching her in the face a bunch.
Oliver, I have to go now. Bye-bye. Thank you for everything, Oliver.
This must be...
The real Cassiopeia.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am Queen Cassiopeia, as I was long ago. I will be forever in your debt. You have restored me to my true self. I heard your words, and now I can begin to live again. Thank you, Oliver.
What's going on?
We are the Zodiacs, the council that decides the fate of the world.
The Zodiacs? But didn't you just imagine them?
No, this has nothing to do with me. Can they have become real?
That is correct. We have seized the reins of your magic.
Ready, Cheek? Get back in her head, you rotters!
Is this a declaration of independence?
This is all my fault. Run from here.
No way! We're staying right here. You don't have to do this alone. We can defeat the Zodiacs together.
Okay. Final battle. Damage to all, fire damage to all, water damage to all. Let's just start at the top, huh? You obviously got to kill all the little things. Make the fight against the big N easier. No, I blocked.
Now's your chance.
No, 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 no. Oh. Why do you think that you deserve it? Unless you're gonna beat the boss by turning it into stone. That was a waste. I mean, my chances. Try and kill all these little things first. Then we'll talk. These are my only, like, hit all spells, so that's why we're getting a lot of summons. One less, two less, maybe three less. Now it's just you. I am sure he'll be able to revive his friends, but until that happens. That's disappointing. Ooh, that did some. I assume you're healing me, Esther. I mean, might as well do the. I don't technically know what that does. Visions. Many magic points for all. Glad you had to sit there for so long on that one. My team is clearly focused on one of the orbs. The other orbs all have like half health, but one is dead. Imagine Piercing Gaze like removes all buffs. That is what that would say to me. That was my chance. It's not like I'm freaking gonna go attack him close. hopefully this is all of his satellites. I'm hitting him at the same time, so it's not a complete waste of magic, but... Everyone took a beating there. Alright. I think he's low enough that I'm okay using this. The motto.
Now's your chance.
100% in the belief that this is a final form. Defeated the White Witch. I'm just gonna go after him. Yeah, that's fine. If he has another form, then holy cow, then this game will be forever. Why are we... Okay. Leveling up at the end of the game is always weird to me. I mean, I guess there could be like New Game Plus or go around doing side missions, but usually that means the game's not over, which is not what I want to see. What I want to see is an ending. Because we are very fast approaching 2 hours.
Thanks to you, I feel the urge to live again stirring in my heart. You have given me hope, the strength to overcome sadness.
It's time for a fresh start, Your Majesty.
She's not wrong. Give the world a try and keep your chin up, all right?
Yes, and let the past stay in the past.
Too right. That's what her old man would have wanted, innit?
Indeed. But first,
Indeed.
I must make amends to the people of this world for all that I have done.
Of course, but take things one step at a time.
I will. And my first step shall be flowers.
Flowers?
Yes, I shall fill this palace with their beauty. I want to see smiling faces.
No one's in this palace.
I want to make everyone happy just as they once were. This world shall bloom.
You can do it, Your Majesty. I just know you can.
And I want you to see it. see the world you saved.
Castle still looks evil. Like tentacles coming out of it. Ooh. Oh god, I hope that's not the actual ending. Okay, we'll let the credits roll. We'll see if there's something after. But that is, that's a terrible ending. I mean, you freed the queen and saved the world. Sure, that's every RPG ever, but our ending is we just escaped the palace on our stupid dragon, and we don't even, there's not even like, here's all the goddamn flowers that bloomed. I'm kind of in shock at how half-assed that ending is. Also, story bit aside, at least the selling point to me to this game was Studio Ghibli, and you're not even gonna let them do an ending animatic? Not a coloring of them laughing and skipping and doing anything? It's literally... okay. Yeah. So, I could spend 100 years talking about this game. And I have, and I've repeated a lot of stuff. But to sum up my thoughts before we rank it, is that this is probably one of the worst RPGs I've ever played. And I know that there exists worse ones out there. I'm not an idiot. These super budget RPGs and stuff that I obviously just haven't gone towards. But in terms of RPGs that I've played, this is down there towards the bottom. I mean, this is below basically like any one I've played on. Like maybe Quest 64 is below this. But yeah, the final bosses weren't as tough as I was expecting them to be, which is good, because I'm just glad to have beaten the game and not had to level up more. I don't know if it was leveling up or what that, like, was the pushover. It seemed like the only thing that... Here, okay. Breakdown. Combat, I hate it. I really don't like, in general, an RPG where I'm only controlling one character. Now, I know a bunch of RPGs do it. Some do it better than this. What I don't care for in this one is the, like, all attack, all defend. Because the all defend button isn't just, hey, have your individual stupid monsters hit defend because an attack is coming. It meant throw out your best defensive, I'm going to call them Pokemon, and then defend or heal, because healing is apparently a defense, which by that time the attack has happened. That final fight, especially that chaos move, there's a pretty long wind-up. I never really mistimed it except for, let's see, end of the credits. I never really mistimed it besides like a magic not fully getting off of me for me to allow to hit the defend button before their attack came off. This just kicks me back to the menu. Okay. Riding a broom now?
Why, you are an early bird.
Morning, Miss Layla.
It's such a help having you around, dear.
I love my job.
So you take this piston and you connect it here. All right. I'm gonna crack it this time. You see if I don't.
Mom, I'm gonna get on with my life. And I know you'll always be watching over me.
Oh, okay, yeah, that did not it didn't make it better. God, that's a terrible ending to a game. It and who cares? Yeah, this is clearly like yeah. Sure. I got a memory card. I'll never visit this game again. Ah, I will. That ending is absolutely banana pants bonkers. There still needs to be what happens to a boy who has no parents. I understand that that's a real world problem and not fantasy world problem, but he doesn't have a mom. A shopkeeper was looking after him. I'm assuming it's like his friend's mom, but is she going to raise him? Or is he going to live in a house by himself? Because that's where he ended the story of going into his parents and his house and talking to his mom, who's not alive, which I get it. She wasn't going to come back.
So, this is the child who will save
But I still think the game doesn't set up a sequel, but also does not wrap up the story, and it's this weird in between of whatever. Yeah. All right. I gotta rank it, and we're finally done with Ni No Kuni, which I couldn't be happier about. So, be a quick cut, and then we'll rank it, and this will go a little over, but I think that's fine. Okay. Hey. Here we are at the list. We finally finished Ni No Kuni. Now it's time to rate it. Listen, I've made it pretty clear that I think it's I think the combat's terrible. I think the creature catching is part of what the game is sold on, and the game essentially doesn't reward that at all. I'm sure I am missing out on a huge portion of what that game is meant to be played by someone who is perhaps more involved than me. But I cannot imagine trying to take on the last three bosses. So the White Witch transformed, and the floating head is anything other than Oliver or Marcuson with their spells. Trying to, and I'm not just saying like, yes, maybe my starting Pokemon that I leveled up and had with me the entire game is definitely not the best one. Like, I 100% get that. But I can't imagine a creature being a better fit. One that you can only have out for so long before you have to pull it back. And B is just like, I don't know, has shitty spells, and like you would want to constantly use Mornstar or the summons to do damage to everything. Like you catch these creatures, and I guess they're great for walking around and leveling up because you can just mash the attack button. But the game is a poor substitute for any creature catching game because It's random. As I talked about, it's completely random whether or not you're going to catch something. Stupid, because if you are someone who is either a completionist who wants to catch them all, a la the whole draw of Pokemon, or someone who is looking to catch the best ones, it just means fighting the same thing over and over again, which is a poor way of doing things. Because clearly, I did the side quest, but I didn't spend a lot of time leveling up, and I was able to beat the boss with essentially no problems. Yes, I used items, but that's, I would say I used items more because my team couldn't figure out how to block. Not my fault, and more of the game's doing. I don't know if it's an artificial difficulty thing or it's just programmed terribly. So the fighting, which is the main part of the game, is bad, in my opinion. I'm sure some people will like it, but if you like any normal RPGs, by normal I mean good ones, like, you won't care for this one. And I think the story is the number 2 draw for most role-playing games, if not the number 1 draw, is ham-fisted. I think it starts off, and it's a story that I felt was okay. I mean, it's a kid who loses his mom, he's striking it out on his own, he's trying to save this other world because the belief is if he saves that world, he'll save his mom, he'll have his life back together. That premise alone is great. You add in the our souls are connected between the 2 worlds. Okay. Still with you on it, but the way it's done is that it is a long game, it's a complicated game, it's a rather, I wouldn't even say this is a kids-friendly game in terms of difficulty, but yet the story is very kids-centric. Twists that you see coming are, you see a mile away, and the game keeps hitting you over the head with like, hey, this is coming up, this is coming up, this is coming up, then has a twist and expects you to react as if it's interesting, and it's not. Hi. I beat Ni No Kuni after like 3 years of playing it off and on. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, think every aspect of this game was bad. So where does it go on the list? 4. Cuteness of characters is poor. I think if you are playing a game to see creatures, you're better served playing Pokemon or any knockoff Pokemon. Play Digimon, play Beyblades, play Jax, Hogs, any collectible. There's cuter characters in the Magic the Gathering. Like anything that you collect, absolutely garbage is better. That answer the question? Yeah. So here's what pains me. This is our first RPG that we played, and I was drawn to pick this game because it's Studio Ghibli, and I love Studio Ghibli, and I wanted the art style to be enough to carry me through. Sometimes it did, especially after like cutscenes where it was animated and they drew it, and I was just like, yes, this looks really good. Eventually, that wasn't enough to carry me through. I hate that the first RPG we're putting on the list, which is, again, my favorite genre RPG, is going to be so low. But it's definitely like a bottom 30 game. The reason this game, sorry, I'm talking a lot about this game because this has been 3 years off and on. And the reason this game took me so long to complete is because I never had the drive to play it. And even before I started this channel, which means jack shit and anything, but I'd started that game multiple times, never even got to the part where I caught monsters on my own. Like, you get them handed to you, that's how the beginning of the game is. I never even made it that far, which you figure is 10 hours in when you can start catching creatures. And I always put it down. Then when I'd start it up, I'd be like, well, I need to start it again, and this time it's for real. And I'd put it down. And even with the sole purpose of this channel to complete a game, it took me 3 years to complete this game. It was like the second game I started on the channel. And here we are, a day before Thanksgiving in 2020. And I just completed it because even when I had time, even when the kids were at school or they were napping or I was homesick or whatever reason, and I could have plugged 2 hours into this game, I chose not to because of how little I enjoyed it, because of how little the drive was. I would honestly say that this is probably, like, it's not the worst game. Listen, Harm's Way was a broken game. It's not even, it was a free game that was meant to be an online component. Playing it now is pointless. You can scratch that off the list. John's White Skateboarding, Bob really hated. I think it's bad. I don't know if it's the worst, like the second worst game of all time bad, but for the sake of this stuff, like 99 Vidas is worse. That's a game that forces you to basically play it more than once with the same character just to level up and die and then start over. And I think it's cheap. I think the final boss is cheap. I think it's just bad, right? And World Series of Poker, I would consider playing World Series of Poker more. So I'm actually going to put this at the new 39. And like I said, this gives me no joy. So this is, even if we merge these, this isn't going to fit, but I'll just expand it a little bit. I played the PS3 version. It's an RPG. Yeah, I mean, it's that bad. Part of this is an emotional choice. Do I think that if 10 other people played the exact same 42 games, that Ni No Kuni would be this far down their list? Probably not. I could see putting it above if someone else played this with me. If I made Bob sit through all of these, and he played, and we played it consistently every week that we got together, we played 2 hours. It still would have taken us a year, but if we would have played this whole time and just kind of rushed through the game, could I see this being above poker, above Adam's Venture, which again was a puzzle game without a story, which, if you're a puzzle game and you're not fucking Sudoku, you should have a story. Could I see it being above those two games? Yes. Speed Devils, you know, if you watch this channel at all, how much I hate Speed Devils. I think that game is broken as well. Somehow people come to bat for it. Could I put it above Speed Devils and When Vikings Attack? Sure. Could it could go as high as 35 and push everything else down. But if you were to tell me right now, if I take it on a game-by-game basis, starting at the bottom, I would play a whole career of World Series of Poker. I'd play Adam's Venture. I would play Speed Devils, knowing what I know now. When Vikings Attack, Hard West, all of those. Again, a second time through before I would want to continue, not even starting over from scratch with Ni No Kuni, but continuing playing my leveled up saved game. Even if it was just like, hey, go do another 2-hour video with Ni No Kuni, I would be like, I will do a 2-hour video of poker. I'm absolutely done with this game. There it is, number 39. Our first RPG. Ni No Kuni. I was gonna put 1. So that's disappointing. But if anything, it just encourages me that I need to play more RPGs. So here is what is coming up. Then I'll let you go if you stayed this long. Me and Bob are still playing every week. Play a game. We are still working on Yakuza 0. We are still relatively close to the beginning of Psychonauts. So Yakuza 0 we will probably finish before we finish Psychonauts. I don't want to tip my hand on either of those, but I think they'll be higher than Ni No Kuni. For me personally, for me just playing games by myself, there are two things I have in mind. One, I always said we would go back to, and I do mean it, we will go back to it, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I'll be playing that. I've played it before. I know it's an enjoyable game. The reason I didn't want to make Bob play through some of these bigger games, just because we don't get together that much. We only get together once a week. And I think if I'm going to have him play through a 40-hour plus game, I want it to be a relatively good one, so that we enjoy our time. And I think KOTOR is a good one, but it's dense. I mean, it's BioWare's like first game. There's a lot of like side quests and writing and stuff like that, and that is not a fun game to necessarily sit through side by side on a couch when only one of us has a controller. That leads to a lot of looking at someone's phone or not paying attention while we wait for each other to read paragraphs and paragraphs of dialogue. So that is coming up. I will probably start that. Wouldn't plan on it soon with the holidays, but when I get back to solo recording, not Ni No Kuni, that will be up there. Also, I'm probably going to jump a game in, which is Planet Coaster, which is creating a theme park. I will probably be playing some of that by myself, then bringing Bob in for him not only to see the theme parks I built, try his hand to review that game. Because while there's a quote-unquote campaign, I don't know if that's a campaign. I mean, I'll talk to him about it. I don't know if that's a campaign we want to do week over week over week. Because I think with most sim games, SimCity, theme parks, all that stuff, you want time to create the best thing you can create as opposed to trying to just hit milestones. And Planet Coaster, which I've played before on the computer, but I will be playing on the PlayStation 4, just being like build a ride that's 10 feet tall, just hitting that milestone just so we can like be like, okay, we beat a level today, just won't do that game justice. So that is what is coming up. Yakuza, Psychonauts, KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic from Star Wars, and Planet Coaster coming up. Those are the 4 games we will be working on at least until the end of the year. Yakuza we might finish sometime in December, but it would probably be a late December because I still think we have at least 3 or 4 more episodes before wrapping that one up. And we'll see. Still got a lot of games to play. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. Bye.